Guys, oh man, it's been way too long. I am so happy to be back. I'm so happy to shoot this video for you guys. I have such a bag of updates to give you guys. So here we go.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and start with it, all right? As you guys know, we had sold the Aprilia and we were buying another bike. Well, we were buying another bike. So I know it's been months since I've given you guys an update and you probably thought, you know, Jay must have fell off the face of the earth. That was not the case. I promise you, I am back. I needed a little break. It was getting a little tedious and time consuming, but now I'm back. Now let's talk about the new bike. When I did get rid of the Aprilia, we did buy a new bike. We had plans for a crazy race bike build. Just everything you could imagine. The bike that we did buy was a Panigale V4S. We did switch to Ducati. If you'd like, I can go ahead and make another video on my thoughts of how the Panigale V4 fared against the RSV4. There's a million of those videos out there, but if you guys want to know my take on it from riding the bike super fast and pushing them to their limits, I'd be happy to answer any questions. That being said, behind me, you may see a couple bikes. We'll go ahead and get into that. But I just want to tell you how much I missed you guys. I mean, this is so great. People have been pushing me, you know, Jay, where are the videos gone? Are you going to be doing it again? And yes, I have missed you guys, and I'm sorry that it took so long to actually make this video. But now let's go ahead and get into the spicy sauce. As you can see behind me, there's a beautiful work of art in forged carbon fiber bodywork. So what I've been doing in my free time, in my off time, you know, my little vacation that I took from YouTube, is I've been getting myself better at doing composites, not just skinning. We're not doing that no more. No more skinning here on the channel. Even though it's cool, it's affordable, and it's a great look for all of you viewers that want to do it yourself. We have actually gotten into building full carbon fiber bodywork. I'm gonna pull the bike out here and give you a little rundown on that. But this is the new race bike. All right, enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and get this thing out in the sun so you can see just how beautiful she really came out. Time for that slow-mo footage you guys love. Roll it. All right, so this here is our new company race bike. A good buddy of mine, we joined forces. He really loves this carbon thing as much as I do. And basically we started our own company building carbon fiber bodywork. So this here, a little bit about the bike before we get into the bodywork. This is a 2006 Gsxr 750. I know a lot of you enthusiasts are looking at it going, that's not a 2006 with the bodywork. This is actually the 2010 bodywork. But let me tell you why we went with this. We picked this bike up for a steal of a deal. I'm not going to disclose the amount, but just know it was a great company investment, and the bike is bad ass. Don't laugh at me. No Gsxr jokes, even though, I mean, you can definitely put your best one down in the comments below. I do love reading through them. But let's go over what this bike has. So as you can see, it's very Gsxr-esque, if you would. It's very old school, analog, no digital dash. And a lot of you guys are probably like, well, you went from a bike that had ABS and traction control and all these, you know, nannies and electronic bits on it. Why the hell did you go for this old bike? Let me tell you why. The good on this bike is the Gsxr 750 is such a great all-around bike. It has a 750cc engine that stock puts down about 130 rear wheel horsepower, but it weighs as light as a 600. So you're actually getting about a 40-pound boost over a liter bike, although it does make, 60 horsepower less. Now, this particular bike has a lot of stuff done to it. So the first thing, as you can see, because an 06 Gsxr does not come with Brembo calipers, it does not come with Brembo rotors, and it sure as hell does not come with Marchesini forged wheels. This bike has that. That was one of the reasons we jumped on it, because that is a big upgrade on these bikes. And as you can see, we have everything from the Brembo master cylinder, clip-ons, we've got the remote adjuster, it's got levers on it, we've got Öhlins internals, full pressurized cartridges. We do have the Öhlins rear shock pressurized as well. It has a full Yoshimura super stock header and mid pipe, and we're running the Akrapovic can for now. This is how it came. It has rear sets on it. This bike has a little bit of motor work done. It's a little spicy. We're not going to go ahead and get into that too much, but it's got braided lines. It has the full Bazzaz traction control, quick shifter, that whole kit. It has the full adjustable on the fly traction control switch. So we do have a lot of good things. I mean, this thing has a dry brake system, which, if anybody doesn't know what this is about $1,000 to $2,000 upgrade that racers will do. So you can fill it with a dry brake can like this, and basically it puts 5 gallons of fuel in 6 seconds in one of these tanks. So if you're doing endurance races, I mean, it's quick fill ups. It has everything from woodcraft, covers on it. I mean, this bike is it's really done up. I mean, there's nothing you can do on this bike much more than what's already done. I mean, the guy that owned this, he passed away in 2018, but he spent over $20,000 on this motorcycle. So as you can expect, it is a great bike. It is purpose built. It is fast as fluff. And we're going to be showing you soon enough just how fast it is compared to the other bikes that we've owned. I will tell you this, I did go to the track to be able to test it out and unveil the bodywork. And we went to our normal track, our home track of Jennings, and the bike was great. On Saturday, we did the weekend, and on Saturday, we actually, we ran 10 seconds off of our best Aprilia time on this bike. And I was hating the bike, and I just thought, there's no way we're going to be able to be competitive and make this thing be what we needed it to be. So here's how great it is having a bike with so many adjustable parts on it, and a team and friends that have a lot more knowledge than you and are able to just spin some wrenches and do little things and really make a bike a completely different bike with a few turns of a wrench. What we ended up doing is we kicked our handlebars out a little bit, actually turned them out to more of a straight line effect. We dropped the rear sets all the way back, all the way down, and then it had this 120 600R Bridgestone VO2 on the front, and it had a 180/60 Pirelli SC1, which is a great tire, but we're not used to the actual size of the tire. And what we ended up doing is we put a little bit of extra seat foam on here to raise up where you actually sit on the bike, and as far as geometry wise, and we threw on an SC1 120/70 front and a 260 SC1 rear, the Pirelli, that I usually run on the Aprilia, and it livened the bike up. I was actually able to shave 10 seconds off in a matter of 2-3 sessions, and we came within 1 second of my personal best ever lap time on the Aprilia at Jennings. And as you guys know, we had a bunch of seat time on that bike. And I just want you guys to know, you got to understand that this bike, turnkey race bike, it is competitive. It's less than the full system Akrapovic exhaust for the Panigale, just to give you a hint on how cheap we picked this bike up. Now, let's go over the bodywork, because as you can see, it does look sexy. There is some stuff that we want to finish on it. As far as, it's not bumpy or anything, but there is a couple imperfections, to where it's not perfectly smooth, even though it's 99% perfectly smooth. It's super lightweight. The bodywork itself is less than 2 pounds for all of the panels that you see on the bike. What we did is we tried this new concept that we call forged meets twill. And as you can see, you have forged here, but then in the mold, we actually merged it with twill carbon fiber. So you can see there's twill on the seat pan, but then there's forged and the rest of it. And it's all seamless. There's no lines, no markings, no nothing. So I think it came out extremely well. So I'm absolutely in love with it. Because it's not perfectly smooth, we're actually going to sand it down because we didn't have enough time before we went to the track. So I'm actually going to sand this down a little bit. And then this is before clear coat. So it's going to get re-cleared. And then we're going to put a little bit of color on here too. I've got an update with the, we got new sponsors. We have new gear coming. I mean, we have so many great things to unveil to you guys for the channel. If this is the kind of content that you like, then definitely give this video a thumbs up. Definitely hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you can stay up to date. This channel is only going to get faster, and you guys, I promise, are going to love going on the ride with me. This weekend, we're actually going to take the bike to PBIR to do some more training. So I'll shoot some videos while we're there as well. You'll get to see some of the track buddies, and we've just got a lot of good stuff happening for the channel. So stay tuned for the next video and let me know what you guys think. Do you like the bike or do you hate it?